Now I'm going to show you some other features that are included in Google Sheets. So hopefully you already downloaded the template I provided you and made a copy of it into your own Google Drive. Now in this video I'm going to show you different formulas, graphs, images, checklists, all that kind of stuff that you can add to your sheets to make them a little bit more clean and easier to work with. So first of all, we're going to focus on grades, but as you can see, I have a bunch of different sheets inside of this one sheet to make it easier and keep all of my information together, like this would all be a grade book for one semester or 1 year. So let's go ahead and do quarterly grades. However you calculate grades is up to you, but personally, I like to do an average of all the quarterly grades and then predict their final grade from that. To do that, I'm going to click on these 3 dots, and then formula, and then select average. As you can see, it doesn't know what information I want to average, so I have to select the information I'd like and then press enter. And another really smart AI feature, so that you don't have to do this for every single student, it's going to ask if I want to autofill. I'm going to go ahead and click yes to make it easier on me. But I'll show you again just in case you need to see it. Click on the cell where you'd like the final grade to end. Click Function, Average, select the information you want to average, and press Enter. And it's going to do all the work for you, and as you can see, I can see all my students' final grades. Now, let's go ahead and move on to spelling test. This is where maybe I'd want to add a graph or any other kind of information that would make it a little bit easier to kind of tell what's going on. So another feature I like to do is maybe create an average of all the information above. So for each week, create an average, press enter, and I'll have that. Again, I'll show you. Enter. I'm going to do this for the rest of them. Give me 1 second. Now I can see the average for each week of the spelling test. So this isn't going to give me exact student grades, but it's going to give me an idea. Now that we've averaged all of our grades, we can look at a little information for some other stuff. So say we want to see how Alan did on all of his weekly spelling tests. Let's go ahead and highlight Alan. Let's insert a new chart. This will show you everything, so I don't know why it has verses. Sometimes the AI feature gets a little bit crazy. But we can go ahead and change the name to Alan. And this chart can be titled anything we want, so it doesn't have to be what it already said, but it can be spelling test results or grades, whatever you think would work best. It's going to show Alan over here. Again, you can change the name of that. So I'm going to click grade, and it will show weekly test. So as you can see, the AI feature doesn't always get it right, but sometimes it's pretty spot on. As you can see, it's going to show what he made on every single spelling test for that week. So you can see his lowest grade, his highest grade, all of that information. You can also choose to change this chart. So you can choose between a column chart, or you can choose a line graph to show how his spelling results differed throughout the weeks, and all different other kinds of charts as well. You're also able to move these charts within your graph sheet, so you can go ahead and change the size of it. It will automatically change all the information for you. So say it gets too tiny and a little bit hard to see, sometimes it'll change these numbers on the side to help fit. Moving on from spelling tests, we're going to go ahead and dive into writing checklists. So go ahead and click on that sheet at the bottom. Google Sheets makes it really easy to make a checklist. All you have to do is right click. You can insert a drop down. So that's going to make it where every single one is going to allow you to have all these different options. So let me get a better range here and add all of the ones I'd like for each student. This is going to allow me to better my drop down and make it equal across the board. Option 1 can be sometimes, often. We can add another item, say never. And If I don't like the way that these are organized, I can simply move them just by clicking on these little options here. I can also change the color, so never could be red, sometimes is yellow, and often is green. And I just click done. And now I can click on these and see if they do it often, sometimes, or never. Now I'm just going to go through and fill in for one student so you can see. This allows me to easily look at a checklist that's color-coded and see what my students are doing, how they are progressing, and all that other information. And if I want to change it throughout time, I can always do it by just clicking on the drop-down and selecting whichever one I want. Now that I have their checklist done, say I wanted to add images of their progress. I can easily do that by right-clicking on the cell. I can insert an image from here, or an easier way is insert image in cell. Now I'll just click on an image I'd like to upload. Another option when linking student work to a Google Sheet is you can also insert a link. So if it's already within your Google Sheet or your Google Drive, you can just insert a link to that item from your drive by clicking right here. This works the same as in Sheets and Slides and all of that. Have fun making your sheets.